Hello, I'm Carolyn Herbert from the Finance News Network, and joining me from Volpara Health Technologies is CEO and Executive Director Dr. Ralph Highnam. Ralph, welcome to FNN.
Thanks, Carolyn. It's a real pleasure to be here.
Well, congratulations on the listing. Can you start by giving us an introduction to the company?
Breast cancer is a major issue around the world, Carolyn. 1 in 8 women in the Western world will develop it, and 75 million women a year globally actually get screened. Unfortunately, that screening, although it's proven to save lives, is not optimal. In 2009, 4 of the world's leading breast imaging scientists, myself, Professor Sir Mike Brady in Oxford, Professor Martin Yaffe in Toronto, and Professor Nico Karsmeier in Nijmegen, came together and said, we know a way of improving breast cancer screening, and that's to combine our knowledge of measurement of breast composition to actually start to relay to women reliable information about their breast cancer risk, so they can make informed decisions about additional imaging for breast cancer detection and so on. So the company formed in 2009. At this point, we've obviously just listed on the ASX, a very proud moment for all the founders who are still very active, and we're all looking forward to the next phase of the company. We have FDA clearances, we have many clinical validation papers now. We have over 100 customers in the US, and we're really geared for growth. So we're now very excited about this next period of the company.
The listing raised $10 million. What value does this put on the company, and where are the funds going?
Yeah, the post-market valuation of the company was $61 million. The 2 main reasons for the fundraising were, we're already in the US with regulatory trials done, lots of clinical papers. We're in around 1% of the breast imaging centres so far in the US, and that's on the basis of just having 2 sales guys. So one of the main aims now is to really ramp up sales and marketing in the US in particular. And we've already brought on a chief commercial officer. A couple of weeks ago, we actually brought on a chief marketing officer as well from one of our biggest competitors. And we've got 4 or 5 more guys lined up to start in early May. Now the ASX process is complete. The second part of the fundraising was to move us from our clinical product, which tells a woman her breast composition, into a new product realm based on the cloud, which is specifically focused at radiology administrators, the people that run the breast imaging centres. And our software, Volpara Enterprise, can actually help them quantify quality, safety and productivity in their centre to help them run it more cost effectively.
And for investors who participated in the IPO, at what price did you start trading?
Yeah, the starting price was 50 cents.
Thanks. So can you tell us, Ralph, how your products complement the diagnosis of breast cancer?
So our main product for which we're known now is a product called Volpara Density. So an X-ray is done, the images get sent to our software, we're a software company. The software analyses the X-rays and returns to the woman her volume of the breast and how much of that breast is non-fat tissue or glandular tissue. Glandular tissue is the stuff that produces milk, but it's also where cancers form. So the more glandular tissue you've got, the higher the risk of actually developing cancer. But also the more glandular tissue you've got, if a cancer does develop, it becomes much harder to actually see cancer in the X-ray. So our product allows radiologists to tell women, look, your X-ray has been done, you've got high density, we can't really see any cancer if it's in here, you actually might want to consider an adjunctive imaging technology.
And what success have you had so far?
Yeah, I think we've had quite remarkable success so far, Carolyn, given that we're a small company based in Wellington, New Zealand. We've got regulatory clearances around the world. There's over 140 now clinical validation studies out there, which have proven the relationship between our products' density measurements and risk of developing cancer, risk of missing cancer, but also that we improve the consistency of radiologists scoring cancer. We've got over 100 paying customers now in the US. Frost & Sullivan have named us the winner of the Breast Density Leadership Award for 2016, which was a major honour given the global basis of the Frost & Sullivan healthcare research reports.
So can you tell us now a bit about your strategy for growth going forward?
Yep, so the growth strategy for next year is two-pronged. One is to really drive sales in the US, and we're really driving now into expansion of the sales and marketing team over there. That includes dedicating someone to really help our OEM distributors, GE and Siemens, really drive sales of our product along with their equipment. But then the other side is really to launch into a SaaS enterprise-wide project aimed not at the radiologists but at the breast centre managers.
And finally, Ralph, where would you like to see the company this time next year?
Yeah, so in April 2017, I'd like us to have a world-class sales and marketing team to match the world-class science. I'd like to have multiple SaaS and enterprise customers up and running, improving the cost effectiveness of breast centre managers. And I'd like to see us really launching a new wave of innovation to help the millions of women around the world who suffer from breast cancer each year.
Dr. Ralph Hinem, thanks for the introduction to Volpara Health Technologies.
Thank you very much, Carolyn. It's been a very exciting day and we're really looking forward to the years ahead.